one day. Vortex. I haven't been shooting many videos as of late because I'm just like trying to get a clearer understanding of things before I start talking endlessly. Did you notice that I switched CDs? I think I've been listening to the band for like the past month or something. I've actually been on time for work. If I show up on time today, this will be the third time. And I got up early and I took a shower and then I went for a walk and I stretched. I've been stretching. Why are you going so slow? Should I switch lanes or should I just be patient? I feel like I should be patient. I don't want to be patient though. I don't want to be patient because they're in the fast lane. But we're going around this little rampy area. It's usually me that's the slow poke. I'm the slowest poke on the road, dude. Y'all know how we drive. Oh shit. What are they doing? Is there like heavy traffic on this side or is it just that side? I think it's that side because they're doing work on the road. Okay. Yay! I keep telling myself that I'm going to take the back roads. This is definitely a day to take the back roads because it's a really nice day. I think I'm going to take the back roads to go to Nashville tonight. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I won't. I don't know. Ronnit really pissed me off last week, so I don't really feel like picking her up. You know, I'm pretty hard to take sometimes. So let's list off Amy Gross's personal flaws. Number one, a lack of cleanliness. Okay, that's what she was bitching about, as if she didn't know that about me. She told me that it's not normal that I wear my house shoes everywhere I go. And I said, what about my existence rang normal? What about my existence ever exuded any sense of normalcy? And it was just a really bad time because, you know, she just asked me for several favors and I did every single one of them for her. And okay, there is traffic up here. Hello. Okay, well I guess we can open the window now. But you know, she has MS and she was in this really bad car accident. And she didn't have a car. So I ran her to the grocery store and then I ran her to the laundromat, I'm sorry. honking shit. At least they weren't honking at me. But yeah, I was already really tired, and then she started like getting on to me about how like I'm not a clean person, and pretty much just saying that I disgust her, and I just thought that was really shitty. And she's like, well, I'm not trying to fight with you. It's like, I don't understand how you can know something about somebody and then use it against them, but like you haven't known this whole time that I was a certain way. And here's the thing, she's such an obnoxious person, and I've told her this, okay? Everything I'm about to say, I've said to her. But yeah, so I waited a whole week to talk about this. You should be proud of me. Because I thought that maybe I was exaggerating. I thought that maybe like I was taking it a little too personally or whatever. But it actually was a personal attack, you know? So anytime that somebody attacks you personally, you are allowed to take it personally because it is fucking personal. Because I'm definitely not the one to like make something out of nothing. But it's like, I've had multiple friends in like the past week that are mad at me over things that they've already known about me. So two of my other friends, both that have a penis, okay, I'm sure you gathered that with the last video, that I've been frustrated as of late. I've been frustrated with people that have a penis because they are governed by it, whether they want to admit it or not. One of them's willing to admit it, the other one isn't, okay? But they're both pissed off at me because I don't communicate with them. And I will totally admit the fact that when it comes to females, and I think this has a lot to do with the fact that y'all know my feelings on females. Not a big fan of them, okay? So the ones that I actually do like, I'll do a lot for them. And they've acknowledged that. They've acknowledged the fact that I'm probably the greatest friend they've ever had. Because most females suck. You know, most females are terrible people. At least they notice it. But men, not so much though. All the dudes that I've been friends with over the years, I've fucked over in some kind of way. And they still continue to do stuff for me. Even after I showed them who I was. You know? And I will totally admit that, yeah, if you have a dick, I'm gonna remember that. Okay? I'm never gonna forget that you have a dick. I bitch about feminism all the time, but I really don't want to be friends with men because there's always going to be this like sexual tension. Like this isn't a feminist point, this is a nature point, okay? The older that you get, the more awkward it becomes being friends with somebody that has the opposite genitalia because of, you know, the uterus. You know, that thing that women wish they hadn't been born with, you know? That thing that's such a burden. But it becomes like this source of resentment and bitterness because I'm not doing what they want me to do. And that's not fair, you know? Because I've been 100% honest with every single one of them. That, no, I'm not interested in you like that. No, I will never want you like that. And even if there was any kind of weirdness between us, like sexually, it's like, I'm so opposed to idea of like intimacy and all of that. And I don't know if it's my age. I don't know if it's like because I've gotten closer to God, and I just don't desire that closeness with another person. And so people that do want that, specifically people with penises, I think that they look at me like I'm some kind of last hope because I don't have a smartphone and I'm based or whatever. No, I understand the problems with women. Yeah, because I'm a woman. There's this friend of mine right now at church who's like thinking about divorcing her husband. They have a 15-year-old daughter. It's a fucked up situation, you know? But I've spoken with her several times, and she's like me. Like, she considers herself to be asexual. That's why I just stopped, you know? After my last relationship, I just stopped, and I was like, you know what? I can't do this. Why am I trying to do something that I know I can't fucking do? And that's not fair. It's not fair for me. It's not fair for the person that wants to be with me or wants to fuck me or spend time with me or whatever they want to do. It's just not fair. And it's like, I can communicate this information over and over and over again. Are men just delusional? Whenever they get fixated on a woman, this is just a white man thing too, by the way. White men have all kinds of problems, okay? And it's because, like, they don't have confidence in themselves to just try to be with some other bitch. They don't have confidence in themselves to put themselves out there, so they just get hung up on one woman. Is that it? I'm trying to figure it out. Because I've not had this problem with like any other race. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've definitely been sexually harassed by other races, but they'll sexually harass anything that moves, okay? I'm actually a lot less bothered by that because it's just like a physical thing versus somebody that's obsessed with me, and I've told them over and over again that whatever they've idealized is not fucking true. That's not who I am. So how can a person love you? How can a person truly appreciate you for who you really are if they're holding on to this idealization of you? Whether it's sexual and they're jerking off to you, or it's like this romantic ideal of marriage and relationship and companionship or whatever. And it's just not fair, okay? But you know how women do this thing where, like, they try to change their man. They try to sculpt him into what they want him to be rather than just accept that he has flaws or accept that he's the way that he is. I've accepted that certain men are always going to sexually harass somebody. I've accepted that certain men are just creepy, so I just try to stay away from them. It's like, acceptance is always the answer. Because if you keep resisting yourself or you keep resisting the way that other people are, it's just going to lead you to a world of hurt. So, if I have a friend of mine that's really loud and autistic or seemingly autistic, I just accept the fact that he's like that. I don't try to get him quiet. I don't try to change him, you know? Why can't he accept the fact that we're never gonna fuck? You know, why can't he accept the fact that I'm not into him like that? Are men the problem or are women the problem? I mean, I think that with men, they're fixated on certain things the way that women are. Like nitpicky, you know? Like, I'm gonna nag at this person because they're not doing what I want them to do. Wah. It's like, y'all motherfuckers will never do what I want you to do, but I don't cry about it. I just accept it because it's the way that it is. It's the way that you are, you know? But people can't extend me the same courtesy, and then they want to get on to me about something that they already know. Anyway, aren't you glad that I waited a whole week to rant and rave about this? Wasn't it well worth it? Don't you feel refreshed? Don't you feel enlightened by these words of wisdom? Well, the thing is, I don't get impulsive and just say stuff. You know? I really don't. People might think that. Oh, but because you have fucking phone brain, that's why you think that. I don't have a smartphone, honey. I'm not like you. So I don't just upload videos and just run my fucking mouth. I don't do that shit. I watch all of this shit. And I'm judging myself, damn it. I'm judging myself. So I just find that shit funny. People act like I'm the one that doesn't have self-awareness. I mean, I warn people about the way that I am, too. I tell them, look, I'm crazy. I'm asexual. I don't want to do this, this, and this. I can bring this to the table. I cannot bring that to the table. Okay? It's just like these people that want me to do a podcast, or these people that want me to learn chords, or these people that want me to edit my shit. No, this is what you get. Like, why do I need to explain that? Anyway. I don't mean to be self-righteous about this, I'm sorry. But it is really fucking frustrating to be aware of yourself and to be aware of the things that you've always struggled with and aware of the way that you behave, especially in relationships. Like, the reason why I don't want to do that is because I've really hurt people and I don't want to hurt people and it's not right. So sometimes it's better, you know, for me, if I just stay the fuck away. And I'm a lot better off over here anyway, you know? I really enjoy my alone time and I relish it. But I think that people that want something from the opposite sex, because I'm pretty certain that lesbians wouldn't have a problem with me not being into them. I'm pretty sure that they would just get over that shit and move on. Because there are plenty of other women that they could bang, you know? But it's like if I know, okay, there's no way that I could ever live up to this image that you've created of me. There's no way that I could ever do what you're asking me to do. There's no way I could do even half of what you're asking me to do, or a quarter of what you're asking me to do, or a 16th of what you're asking me to do. And it's not just romantic relationships, it's friendships. Like, I find myself disassociating anytime I get fucking bored. And maybe it's a narcissist thing, I don't know. I mean, I know that that's definitely something that narcissists do. Because I can tell whenever I talk to somebody that they're not interested in what I'm saying. And that's fine. Just walk away. Just tell me, Amy, not interested. Bye. I'll talk to myself.